Hello everyone. In my last presentation we looked at condo construction in San Francisco. This time what we're going to do is do a quick survey of prices in some of the high-rise condos we see around the city. My name is Misha Weidman. I'm a broker associate at Paragon Real Estate Group here in San Francisco. You'll be able to find all of these slides and a lot more data at my website at realdatasf.com. Let's get started. Well, the first thing to notice, which is no great surprise, is the number of units being sold in the South Beach, South of Market area. There are nearly double the amount of units being sold, for example, in District 5, which encompasses Noe Valley, Cole Valley, and a fairly dense area in the middle of the city. Given the number of units in those high-rises, that's really no surprise, but it is certainly borne out by the data. Now, this is, I think, a very useful chart in general because it really shows that people are prepared to pay a premium for new construction. If you take a look at the red line, you'll see that represents average prices per square foot for condos built in the 1980 to 2000 period. They tend to be small and they tend to be fairly generic. Now, the yellow line in the middle represents properties that have a lot of character. They tend to be a bit bigger, built between the 1920s and the 1940s, and those are pushing around $900 a foot at the moment. But then take a look at the top line, and that represents really new construction from 2005 on. If you're looking to buy a condo in a new building in San Francisco, you can pretty much bet that you're going to be paying $1,000 or more, and potentially significantly over $1,000 if you're looking for a high premium building with concierge services, water views, parking, and the rest of it. I thought it might be fun to just take a quick look at some of the specific buildings that we see dotting the skyline these days. There's Infinity Towers, which I always remember because I think they look like a figure eight. There's Millennium Tower, One Rincon with Phase 2 now very visible. The St. Regis is just a beautiful building, I think. And then the Brannan is somewhat more generic in the South Beach area. Let's take a look at what some of the condos in these specific buildings go for. So the St. Regis is at the top of, or towards the top of this list. Units there are averaging $1,450 a square foot and selling for $2.5 million. That's the median price. The Millennium, just a little below that at $1,392 a square foot, or $2 million. It makes the Infinity sound like a veritable bargain at $1,200 a foot and $1.5 million median price. So, again, you can look, if you're interested in this, take a look at these slides on my website at realdatasf.com. And also it's worth remembering that these are average and median prices, and if you want a top floor with a view, you could be paying significantly more than this. Now, a lot of my clients ask me what properties and what condos rent for in various areas. If you're looking at a downtown condo, you can pretty safely bet $4,500 to over $4,800 for a two-bedroom condo. Finally, let's take a look at this slide, which shows median household income by zip code throughout San Francisco. And the zip code that is at the top of the list is actually that of South Beach, Yerba Buena, ahead of more established luxury neighborhoods like St. Francis Wood and the Presidio. To me, this is proof of the Manhattanization of San Francisco, a trend that, in my opinion, is likely to continue for some time. Thanks for listening to part 2 of this presentation on new condo construction in San Francisco. Once again, you'll find all of the slides that appeared in this video on my website at realdatasf.com, along with a lot of other information on what's happening in the residential market in San Francisco. Thank you.